を翻弄す風は自由煙に巻かれ魂飛ばす What's feeling, what's feeling, what's feeling good Hey dog, let's see that we back, it's so good 待ち焦がれたチャンスが次で
Oh, okay, hey, everybody, what's going on? This is Left Right, and this is the Arsenal podcast number 41. And we got Hacks, we got Elf, we got Matt, we got Gabe, and we got Nitro.
What's up?
What's up, guys?
Going good. It's good.
Pretty good. Just I can't believe you don't say Gets a Celly. Just Matt now. This is all business casual now.
Man. I mean, I'll call you Get Cellius because you are the Cellius, you know. I mean, but
it's business casual, so I'm gonna bust up the khakis and everything.
You know,
Matt, guys, what are we starting off with, guys?
All right, let's get down to business. Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Yep. Nitro is live at the tournament right now, so he's gonna set it off.
Yeah.
Set it off, Night.
Yeah. Well, I'm live at a tournament, but it's not for Ultra. But I was live at a tournament where Ultra was present. If you guys were watching the stream, you might have saw me in the background. I was at final round 17. Great experience, great tournament, and all that good stuff. I was actually staffing the event, so I got to spend a lot of time with the build that they revealed for Ultra Street Fighter 4, with all the addition select nonsense and all of that stuff. And I had a front row seat for the retardedness that was the Capri.
That's what's up.
I saw you try to give Ryan Hart some advice. What's up with that?
Tell him that he's not that good of an artist.
Okay. So, yeah.
What, you didn't heard about that, man?
Part was that like that EX that pound thing that she was doing?
EX ground pound.
Yeah, that EX ground pound thing she was doing was unsafe, and that she could probably uppercut that.
Thank God. Okay. Because it seems like you're trying to give him advice. I'm like, you shouldn't give him advice. You just told him to get a haircut. That should have been advice.
That's sick. Tell him his comic is too bad to Kickstarter, man.
But
Matt, man, you're crazy.
But all right, so we're starting with Ultra Street Fighter 4, and I gotta admit, it's shaping up to be a pretty good game. I got a chance to talk to Combo Fiend, and he told me that things were still in flux, and like kind of about the direction that some things are going. Reversals are generally not going to be safe even if you cancel them on block. So the thing that a lot of people were bitching about is finally getting changed. And
so we don't have the backdash anymore. We don't have to think. We'll just make sure it's unsafe.
Well, yeah, whether you forward dash, back dash, whatever, it's still unsafe. So, hey, have fun with that.
So no, if I was smart enough to backdash it like I'm supposed to, I don't have to do that.
Well, you can still get punished for that because backdash is even more unsafe than forward dash. But I don't want to get I'm talking about if I knew Ryu was going to do a DP and I just did a backdash like a normal person should, I don't have to do that anymore. Nope, you could just block it and then punish whatever option he does after
Let's
that.
just take Nitro's word for it. That
I love this. Hey, I don't think anymore. Yo, Unthink Fighter 4. I love this.
Man,
let me ask.
Unthink Fighter 4.
What about delayed wake up?
Huh? What about the what?
Delayed wake up.
Oh, delayed wake up. All right. So when you get hard knockdown, if you pretty much mash buttons, you get the word technical comes up and you stay on the ground for like an extra 11 frames. Now, what this does is pretty much make it so that all of the text crap where somebody would just knock you down and then run the same setup that ends in a knockdown, and there really wasn't much of anything you could do about it. It makes it so that they have to guess on how to pressure you while you're getting up. So it kind of makes the game a lot more fair because there are characters like Cammy or Ibuki or Akuma that after they hit you once, pretty much the game was in their favor until you died.
My only beef though is that because of delayed wake up, characters that floaty jumps like Guy and DJ would be better because their jump is so odd,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it'd be so odd. Like, oh crap, is he gonna go in front of me, behind me? Delayed wake up. I get hit by cross up anyway.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I guess that's against them. If they don't have a setup on your normal wake up, then you just get up normally.
Yeah, I guess because they don't because like to me, delayed wake up helps people with crappy jump arcs. Anyways, that's really good. So. Right.
But anyway, so I played it. I played Ryu. He was mostly the same, but he was a lot of fun. I played him. I gotta say that the new characters, all of them look like they're a blast, with the exception of DiCapri, who I didn't get a chance to play with, of course.
Really?
I'm got to play with her.
Yeah. What about? Is Hugo dumb? Because I heard he has like armor on one of his own pokes.
he's not. He doesn't seem like he's that good because he can get like walled out really easily.
Wow.
But his stand fierce pretty much has a hit of armor, and the hitbox is so huge that you could be like outside of regular poke range and still get hit with his stand fierce. So like it's a really good.
Oh my god, he attacks on neutral stands.
Yeah,
just like you,
neutral, he just throws his elbow, and you think you're far enough away from it, you're not.
But let me ask you, compared to the earlier appearances from Street Fighter Cross Tekken, how are they drastically different? Or...
No, not drastically, but the way they work and the way that the general game mechanics work means that they're a lot more unique in how they play, as opposed to Cross Tekken, where everybody was pretty much just fishing for a poke into the little chain.
Yeah, because I'm hearing a lot of favorable reviews about Rolento, about Elena.
Well, Rolento didn't really need much change. I mean, his game plan in Alpha and his game plan in Ford, his game plan in Cross Tekken was exactly the same. He didn't really abuse wall bounces or anything like that.
Well, that's true, but now he's a lot less about chain combos and jab pressure, and more about using all of his tools.
Yeah, he pretty much what Infiltration did when he played. He just did random hop, cross-up hop, delayed jumping. It's all the nasty stuff. Knife tossing.
Yeah, he was.
All he was is custom combos from Alpha 2, and we all be dead.
Well, yeah, but
unless your name is El Fuerte.
Sorry.
Unless your name is El
Fuerte.
Yeah, but so with Rolento though, now you have more of a reason to use all of his tools, throughout the entire match, as opposed to just, throw that in every once in a while, and everything else is just like jab, low forward, Rekkas type of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I played Elena a lot. Like, I can't wait for her. She's so much fun. And,
this is for you and for Gabe, because me and Gabe, we always play Third Strike a lot. And one of the difficulties that he had translating to Street Fighter 4 is that it didn't really Dudley didn't really felt right, Gabe?
Yeah. Well, Dudley's good now. It only took 2 versions to make him decent.
Yeah.
What are his strengths? What are his strengths that have changed from before?
Well,
they lowered how much scaling he has.
They gave him more frame advantage on stuff. I think his damage scaling is a little less, and just in general, like, they fixed his hitboxes. So, like, a lot of his moves that would, trade or not reach in certain situations, they're more effective now. He's generally a more effective character, and the thing is, you can't really go into Street Fighter 4 trying to play it like Street Fighter 3 because it's not the same game.
I know really different mechanics, because you can rush more inside with Street Fighter 3 because you can use pairing if you know people's bread and butter.
Right.
Yeah. Going back to that, how do you feel Elena is compared to her Street Fighter 3 incarnation?
Well, in Street Fighter 3, or at least Third Strike, she actually wasn't a very good character. Chun-Li was pretty much her in every way. In this game, she has a lot of different quirks and mechanics that are pretty much exclusive to her. So
the range.
All right, so she has 2 command overheads that are really fast, and even though she had that in Third Strike, it wasn't as big.
It wasn't that fast.
Yeah, it wasn't that fast. They're pretty fast now. And her EX Mallet Smash is an overhead, and it's almost faster than you can react to. So, and you can combo after it. So she has.
Mallet Smash. That was not Rhino Horn, right?
No, Mallet Smash is the overhead kick.
I remember that came out really fast.
Yeah, overhead, so it comes out really fast in this game, and then you can combo after it. So she has that, and then along with her slide, which is down forward and heavy kick, which goes pretty much full screen, hits low, and there's a hard knockdown. She has a really ridiculous high-low, overhead low game.
Pretty much.
So as long as she stays in pretty much footsie range, she can just hit you with all types of poking overheads and then sweep you and then other kinds of lows. And then her EX, I forgot what that's called.
The spin kick?
Link's tail. Yeah, the spin kick where it's kind of the typical capoeira move and whatnot.
Which has
Like
flares.
dancing. So, yeah. So that combos in the Ultra, the EX version. So you pretty much always have to like watch your head and watch your toes at the same time when you're fighting Elena. So she's just really fun to just annoy people with.
I mean, the only thing I see she lacks from she lacks in other games in this game is she just lacks a cross up. I mean, I don't think she's gonna need it from the way you're saying it. She doesn't look she's gonna need a cross up.
She like her mix up game is she can
Ground.
mix up by standing up there on the ground. So, but she does have cross up buttons. I think like jump light kick is a decent cross up. So
because it didn't cross up in Cross Tekken, so that's great.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah,
Before we get into the shit about Ultra Street Fighter 4, have you played the version edition? The special.
I checked that out. A lot of people initially were trying to make a push towards making it, making it the version we use in tournaments.
Yeah.
And
really?
I talked to Combo Fiend, and being a tournament organizer myself, who helps out with Big E, and I was staffing Final Round and everything else, I can tell you with pretty much certainty that that's just not going to happen. Like the vanilla characters are just do so much more damage than any other version of the characters that it's just not
please tell me you answered the age-old question: Vanilla Sagat versus Arcade Edition June.
Oh, Vanilla Sagat wins that free. There's no question. One, he has uppercuts. Two, I uppercut, and if it trades, then I can just do like forward roundhouse ultra and take 80% of Yun's life or something like that. Like, it's ridiculous. Vanilla Sagat
is the best character. Man.
He isn't even the best character, believe it or not.
He's not. No.
Really?
Both Vanilla Akuma and Vanilla Seth are way better than Vanilla Sagat.
Yeah, some people. I believe Gen is up there too. Vanilla Gen.
Well, yeah, Vanilla Gen is ridiculous. Like there was so.
Wait, hold up. I thought Gen was trash before.
No, Gen is trash with Super.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. You thought Gen was trash, but a lot of but here's what people don't realize. People thought Sagat was so good back in Vanilla Street Fighter 4 because we all played the game so basic and didn't really like develop all of the techniques and everything that people use in Street Fighter 4.
Are you telling me that new technology was found?
Then I'm finished.
Yeah, well, of course. But pretty much the way we're playing Arcade Edition now with, pretty much fair characters, all of the ridiculous stuff that they can do now, you could do the same things and things that were equally as ridiculous or more ridiculous back in the vanilla version of the game. You just didn't see it back then because nobody knew about it back then.
Or you weren't desk.
No, that makes sense.
Even desk, like he wasn't doing the stuff that we do now back then when we were playing vanilla. But if you were like to pick up vanilla right now, Sakura would be ridiculous. Like there's a lot of characters that would like Cammy would be ridiculous.
Oh, it's nice you brought her into this. So let's get this shit over with.
I mean, not to mention we wasn't playing vanilla that long until Super came out.
Yeah, we weren't playing vanilla for very long. But if we were back now, or like to play it with this addition select, man, like those characters are so broken. Like it's not even fair.
Yeah, they're just dumb. They're just dumb.
Yeah, so the addition select thing, it's a cool idea, but you just pick your favorite vanilla character and stomp on anybody
and you dominate.
But they're gonna like they're gonna make that illegal like in the tournaments, right? So you have to pick.
There's not gonna be any separate tournaments for that.
Side tournaments.
Yeah. I was actually considering trying to run side tournaments for it, but for like the major world standard type of thing. First off, the arcade versions of the game where Japan mostly plays, they're not even getting that. Like you can't addition select in the arcade version.
Oh,
that's a console only thing. As of right now, it's offline only, so you can't play it online.
Okay, well that's interesting. That's interesting.
So it's got to be a side tournament. Like there's no point, and it's unbalanced. What would be the point in balancing the game if we're just gonna let you pick all your old broken characters and just rape everybody with that?
Exactly.
Excuse me, everybody with them.
Well, I guess they had to make up something in order to have like some way of using new resources, because a lot of the criticism of Ultra Street
All
Fighter
right,
4
look.
outside of the great mechanics
Look.
is they're using the resources.
Look, man,
Cross-Tekken.
let's get it out of the way. And then instead of Ultra Street Fighter 4, they should have called it Copy and Paste Street Fighter 4.
No, they should call it what it really is. You always should call this Leftover Edition, Ultra Edition. Leftover 4.
Something. I don't even know.
Leftover 4.
But if you look at it, pretty much outside of maybe Delayed Up and Red Focus, everything that they've added to the game is pretty much resources that they've took from older versions of the game, or Cross Tekken, or they just took Cammy and put a mask on her.
You mean Doom? Doom. They gave Doom a pigtail. That's all they did, and blonde hair.
I don't see no hidden missiles. I don't see no striders.
They gave Doom
I
a pigtail and blind.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you know what hidden missile is, right? That K-Brad smile, that was hidden missile. It's like, oh yeah, I love this character. Like,
I'm not trying to hear that. Freaking K-Brad was nuts for that. Everybody was just looking on the Capra reveal in final round. I was pretty much leading the entire room in a blank stare when they revealed the character. And K-Brad is the only one in here just hype as hell.
Wait. Are you talking about dumbfounded blank stare, or that blank stare that we saw at New York Comic Con that time? I am going to murder someone at Capcom blank stare.
Well, no, it wasn't so much I am so going to murder someone or dumbfounded.
It was WTF.
More like you have got to be effing kidding me. Blank stare.
Well, I don't think how anybody's surprised. This is Capcom. Like when I saw the Capra, I wasn't surprised at all. I was like, yeah.
You know the worst part about it is this is a character I've never seen before. This character's from the comics, like
my
dog
God.
character.
Yeah,
all
that's
right,
true.
Look,
that
let's
was a red herring.
Let's put this to rest right now. Nobody would have been nearly as mad if they didn't tease the fifth character for so long and stretch along for like 5 months, only to give us Cammy in her Killer Bee outfit with a mask and a claw.
You know the worst part about that is? It took 5 months to tease him. It took them 3 minutes to make that character before the expo.
Yeah, pretty much. And the thing about it is, now I already knew it was going to be a doll, but I was hoping and pretty much
it was going to be Noem Blue.
Yeah, her. She's a way more interesting. Like she fights with a tomahawk on a string, and
she's already connected to one of the characters.
Connected
to T-Hawk,
as well as being, one of the dolls, so she's connected to Cammy too. That would have been a lot more interesting, but it also would have been a bit more work. So
this is Capcom and working
Ultra
Capcom
Fighter
don't
4
mix.
Lazy Edition.
No, just copy and paste.
Copy and paste edition. Because all of this PR bullshit where they're like, oh, we wanted the character to be the Capri because she's so closely tied to Cammy, so we wanted to fetch Cammy. Bullshit, because you could have picked any one of 10 dolls, but you picked one that was
actually, this is what I wanted to get into. This is what I wanted to get into the topic. If it was still the Capri, if she had all the same moves, but she didn't look anything like Cammy, would have you been more accepting?
No, hell no, it wouldn't have been more accepting because people would have realized eventually. They would have realized immediately that she had the same character, she had the same moves.
No, that's fine. We had that before. It's called Shotos.
Nah, listen.
Even a cannon spike and a spiral arrow or something like that. As long as you have some different moves, that's
a different visual silhouette. That's what you're looking for.
Not even a different visual silhouette, because the dolls still look really, really similar, and they all play similar to Cammy. That's to be expected. But
I mean, you could have just done this and just introduced Julie and Junie back.
Exactly like Cammy, like
same height, same walk, feet animation.
But it's pretty much Julie or Junie or whoever was the doll who was the charged animation now for 3.
Julie had orange and black hair.
Well, Junie had orange and black hair. She had some different moves. And she did look slightly different from Cammy. The Capri is literally the Cammy model with a claw and a mask. And
a little scar. Oh, look how different. Look how angsty and angry it is.
But we wouldn't have even been so mad if it wasn't like 9 months of you teasing this fifth character.
Exactly.
And then you made it 3 minutes after the expo.
But then it would have been like, meh, another clone character after Evil Ryu, after Oni.
But see, then you would.
No, but everybody's trying to say the Shotos, but the Shotos play extremely different from each other.
Exactly. And DiCaprio doesn't play differently from Cammy. She's a charge character.
Dude,
And she's some
right.
really ridiculous.
You have to hold your charges between teleports. Oh, so you never played Gal before? Okay.
Well, I mean, she looks ridiculous. Her ultras are crazy. And
Yeah.
I mean,
She
looks
on her ultra. With this, did you know her ultra one, the pressure one, the fireball one? That's the same animation as Jury when she goes crazy.
Yeah. And
no,
Fireball, that's Yoga Catastrophe.
It's a little different. I mean, it acts similar to Yoga Catastrophe, but it's different, and the animation is not the same as Jury. It looks similar.
No, it's the same as Jury when she does that pose with the fingers, like, yeah.
I wouldn't put it past them.
It's different, but it's different. Trust me.
All right, it's different. Hand motion. Then, she put her hand over her mask. Jury puts her hand over her face. Does the same hand thing. Come on.
Okay, but you know what would have been cool? You know, had with this whole DiCaprio thing, like I think it would have been a bit more palatable. I think it would have been a bit more palatable had they released, like, say, you know, DiCaprio along with Junie and Julie. You know what I mean?
DiCaprio as a costume.
Or if they'd released DiCaprio along with Noembalu, like, I would have been cool.
Wait. Why are we talking about all these characters? When's Karen? Okay, when was Karen?
Exactly.
Look, I didn't even want to
never have Caddy.
That is number one reason why even though Ultra looks like a great game and I'm going to play it, why Ultra is currently on my shit list, because Karen is still not in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, how about that troll intro, man? Oh, look, it's Rainbow Mika,
that was funny.
Loves.
Look, okay, people were mad, but that shit was funny to me.
It was funny.
That was kind of
maybe because I'm a troll too, but it was funny.
I thought that was
a troll too.
And you know, I gotta give props to actually putting Retsu on there. Like, I thought you don't even remember Street Fighter 1.
Yeah.
Look, man,
putting Retsu back would have been awesome, honestly.
It's because of the rumor mill. Like, they were rumoring that it was going to be.
But do you remember when the rumor mill had? Oh, it was based on the comics. She was a comic exclusive character, and people thought it was going to be a joke version of Ibuki Sarai.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Ibuki's friend?
Yeah,
they thought it was going to be Ibuki's friend for a while.
It wouldn't have made no sense to put Sarai in the game. It would have made.
But we were pretty much everybody who pretty much knew what was going on was like, it's either going to be her or one of the dolls. And as soon as I came to that,
it could have been one of the good dolls.
Like, I said it's probably going to be one of the dolls, but I hope it's going to be any of them except DiCaprio.
Hold up, Nitro. Have you ever read the Street Fighter comic? Have you ever read the Street Fighter comic?
Yeah, of course, I have them all.
Okay, do you remember the doll from Chinatown that had the three?
The one with the sister, right? The one with the sister, right?
Yeah. All right, look, there was the one with the freaking tri-section staff.
Yeah.
There was one with the one with the sword. There was one with a freaking halberd. Like,
there was a whole bunch of dolls that could have actually made it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was pretty much the two Chinese ones. Shayu, Yayu, or something like that. I forgot.
Shayu. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know exactly what section of the comic you're talking about. Yeah.
Like, I would have took them. I would have took Noembalu. That's the one I really wanted, because she's a freaking Native American doll with tomahawk.
And even if they couldn't get a new character, they could have put Julie and Junie, and people still would not have been that pissed.
Well, listen, the thing
because,
is
they've already established themselves as separate characters from Cammy, but DiCaprio is literally the Cammy clone. Literally.
It's not even bad. They kind of cheated on that. They said it's part of the comic book. No, it's not. She made appearance in Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Right, as a background character, right.
But technically, all the dolls did, though.
Right.
Yep, that was it.
But you know what? It's like the thing is that had they just, like, when Street Fighter when those 5 characters were announced, had they put the Capper in there, included her, like, we knew who the character was, like, nobody, like Nitro said, nobody would have made no big fuss. Yeah.
Nobody would have been mad.
But they hyped it, and it's like everybody's trying to say, no, we hyped it. No, but Capcom made us hype it because they hit it. They made it a hit character, and they made it a big thing. So now we got the Capper, and I wasn't surprised at all. I started laughing. I was like, this is Capcom.
But it was like all that waiting for that. That's why it was a problem. But
that just goes to show you the importance of character design in fighting games, man. If a cat,
I knew you were going to say that.
If somebody looks like a
character
clone,
design,
it is a Cammy clone.
Well, in my opinion, it's like when I saw it, I was like, "Oh wow, Capcom once again, they got me there. You got me good. You got me good. Oh no, you little bastard, you got me good."
No, the actual message here is the importance, not the importance of character design, but the importance of not being lazy in fighting games. That's the real message there.
Exactly. Oh, but before we leave the topic of Ultra Street Fighter 4, because we've been talking about it for a while, I do want to come under one point or what's new on the rumor mill. If you look on the website where they have like the pretty much the character portraits of everybody.
Yeah, 3 extra characters, right?
So, and also in the rumor mill is a PS4 version. So what I'm thinking is they're probably going to have 3 characters as DLC, and if I know Capcom, the PS4 version is probably have them included, and you would have to like download.
Well,
Right.
Let me ask you, Nitro. Do you really think this is going to be the definitive version of Street Fighter 4, or are we not? Or is the ride not over yet?
The ride's never over, guys.
That's true. It's never over.
The ride
Never
will be
gonna
over when Capcom says these last words. We need a new fighting game. When they actually hit the new fighting
Ono
game.
said that. Ono tweeted that. He said, "You know what? I got to make a new fighting game. I'm bored now. Capcom give me something to do."
Making a new fighting game is all well and good, but I think that we're at least going to get 3 more characters and a next generation version of Ultra Street Fighter 4 before it's all said and done.
So it'll be Ultra Street Fighter 2016?
Probably.
Well, hold on to your arcade stick tight, man.
No,
and
Ultra
pray
actually
that
Ultra
Kanye
Mega.
will-
Ultra Mega. Ultra Mega Super. Ultra Mega Super Street Fighter.
Colossal Burrito Edition.
New
Street Fighter
Millennium
Burrito
New Millennium version.
New Millennium.
You guys are killing
New
me.
decade.
New
Yeah,
Millennium
I
Taco
might drop
Grande
back in
edition.
on
New
y'all
decade.
later,
New
but for now I
decade
gotta-
impact. New
Street Fighter
Okay.
4. We promise this
decade
is the
strike.
last one, guys. No, literally, that's gonna be the title. This is the last one.
Good
we
night,
promise.
everybody.
Listen, fight
I'll
for
be
the
back
past.
later when you're finished talking
Fight.
about this. Peace.
Fight for the past. Reuse determination. Yeah.
God.
Ryu's determined
Oni
so
returns.
much that he goes back to the past and start this shit all over again.
Go Tetsu's redemption. It'd be something like that.
But you know what? You know what?
You-
You know what? You just
you know what I
reminded me
want?
of something. I do want to touch on that.
You know, we
Street Fighter.
really need an alternate costume for Ryu, where he has original Street Fighter 1 costume with the red shoes.
He does have that in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
But he also needs the original Street Fighter 1 voice acting.
Yeah.
Fire! Dragon Punch! Hurricane Kick! Yo, but this-
I don't think I
wanna-
want that. I don't think I
This
want that.
was something I wanted to touch on. Street Fighter Assassin's Fist.
Yeah.
Upcoming
mhm.
series coming from Machinima.
Yep.
You saw the trailer. What do you guys think about it?
I thought, you know what? I thought that it needs to build on me, but it's a good idea. Like the trailer looked like, it looked like it was just put together. It wasn't the, it wasn't like the way Mortal Kombat looked in terms of it looked, you know what I'm saying? It didn't look like it was, like refined.
It
you know what I'm
wasn't.
saying?
It was not as polished or professional.
Right, exactly.
as-
So and then they showed Ryu, Ryu's, those red gloves, the red gauntlets that Ryu and Ken wears, and it looked kind of cheesy because they were so bright red and they looked like foam.
Hold up. Let me.
We
This
use
was-
foam. We use foam shit like that to fight.
No,
I
no,
use
no,
that
but
shit.
but like,
Yeah,
but
but
don't,
didn't
but
the
no, but
previous
Ryu's, but the gauntlets that Ryu and Ken wears, those were like made like kind of leathery. Those were like made out of leather, and they were brown originally. So
Actually,
like that,
no. Yeah, remember the first short that they had, the fight between
Yeah.
Ryu and Ken, and
yeah,
he
that
had
was, yeah.
regular leather shoes. Everything
Right,
was
and that
everything
looked
was-
dope, and I'm like, why they coming up with the,
Well, remember, isn't this like an alpha version?
Yeah, but like let's not make it look cartoony because let's not let the gear look cartoony. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep the bright red foamy gauntlets for like cosplayers or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep that there. But in this type of movie,
Actually, something more important. I think they left all the realism toward the prequel scenes because did you see what they did with Akuma?
yeah.
First of all, come on. You're gonna say Gutetu. You're gonna say Guken, but you're gonna call Akuma. You're not gonna
That's
call
stupid.
him Guki.
No, dude, they made the same mistake with that bullshit ass Akuma Origins for the Udon comic. They made the
and
same
all the
fucking mistake.
All the Western fans always that, dude, it's easy. He was Gookie before.
Right, that's why you have Go Tetsu. That's why you have Go Ken. Why not put Goki in there to give you that trinity?
Akuma, make him fight for it. Make him earn the title.
Make him
no,
murder somebody.
Listen, check this out. Check this out. The only thing that makes sense for Akuma calling, Akuma being a Goki being Akuma is when he names himself Akuma.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that makes sense. Anything else, calling him Akuma from like before he became, as good as he became, as brutal as he became, like before he went to the dark side and stuff.
That just walk into.
We're talking about Assassin's Fist, the upcoming show that's coming out.
Oh, yeah. I got a friend named Dayasha who apparently watched a advanced screening of it. He said it was really good.
Compared to Mortal Kombat Legacy, how good?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know. So I mean, we'll have to see it for ourselves to be our own judge. But pretty much.
But what did you think? But Nitro, what did you think about? I mean, being that it was like a small little trailer, they showed us little, it wasn't very long, and they showed us couple clips here and there. Remember the original? Live action that they did before, like the same team that they did like a few years ago. Yeah, Legacy. There you go. And remember how like the how the gauntlets look, like Ken and Ryu's gauntlets. Remember how they didn't look bright red like like they did in this trailer.
Really gonna just attack that dude?
Huh?
Really just gonna attack that dude?
No, I don't. It looked kind of gimmick. It just looked kind of cheesy. It was. I mean, I'm excited for this, but it just looked kind of cheesy. Kind of threw me off. I'm like, here I'm thinking that here everything else looked real. Here, everything looked kind of real, like it would be in real life, and then you have these bright red, foamy looking gauntlets, and I'm like, kind of threw me off.
Ken with his fucking Bishonen hairstyle.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm excited for it, but it's like I want them to bring it down to earth. I don't want it to look cartoony at all.
I think they left all the down to earth stuff for the prequel. I mean, did you see Gotetsu and Goken? They look like real. They look like real martial artists.
Yeah, that's what I care about.
That's cool, but I'm saying that at some point you gotta go for either authenticity. You have realism. Like you can't have both at the same time.
Well, check this out, Nitro. Well, the thing I'm kind of reason I'm putting this is because, like in the history of like films and everything, like when they were to like make a definitive version of something, like say like kind of like a reboot of something, and
oh god, please don't tell me.
And then they made it, and then they had a little sign that kind of showed you possible things that could have messed up the film, and then it kind of came true sometimes, and so I'm kind of like, I'm a little worried. Yeah, like the concept. But and another thing is that I'm worried about is that because like I said, I read that Akuma. I have the Akuma Origins thing.
Oh god, I heard it's bad.
It is bad. It's not good at all. It's not good at all. Yeah. The only thing is that it looks good. It looks really good. That's it. But the story is not good. It's a really lame story. It kind of made Akuma really lame. But what happens is like. The story seems like I'm really hoping that this is not a retread of that Akuma Origins thing. I'm really hoping that they don't borrow it.
Could be worse. Remember, there's a girl in that scene in Street Fighter Assassin's Fist.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna ape Street Fighter Alpha Generations.
I hope not. I hope not, because that's what it looks like. When you see that trailer, that's what it looks like. It looks like that. It looks like it could be that. And I'm like, I'm hoping it's not. Because Generations was garbage. It just destroyed everything dope about Akuma. It was like when Star Wars Return of the Sith. It's like it destroyed Darth Vader. It made Darth Vader look lame, and it made me not like Darth Vader like that no more. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like, that's not gonna happen with me with Akuma. But it's like if they make something like that and it's not
Ryu don't need no daddy.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, I was about to say if Akuma can survive his rendition in Street Fighter the movie, the game, I'm pretty sure it's super.
Oh god.
But see, I don't even consider that. I don't even consider that like. Oh, that's not even relevant to me. So I don't even look at it like that.
I know it's not relevant to you, but just as a side note, like we actually had a little like for fun tournament with like a quarter entry in that game, and like with a Kuma, and it's retarded because
It was.
It's not even in the fucking movie.
Dude, I remember when I was because I had the game.
I gotta know how much people entered that.
Dude, my boy had the game on the Saturn, right? We was playing it for we was playing it for like a couple hours, and then we put on like X-Men versus Street Fighter. Never played the Street Fighter the movie game again.
Oh my god! Like, it wasn't for the fact that we could just tournament just for shits and giggles. I don't think I would have ever. It was the arcade version where you could cancel into anything. So I did like. I picked Ryu and did like a Shoryuken and canceled it into an air Tatsumaki, and then did a ground Tatsu, canceled into another ground Tatsu, canceled into a Shoryuken. It was nuts.
Well, I haven't played that game in decades.
Rainbow Edition. That's what you're saying.
No, it's worse.
First of all, I hope every one of you people that mention that game has nightmares for the rest of your lives.
No,
That game
I
was terrible.
actually forgot about it until Nitro mentioned it. So.
Yeah, well,
Now I'm gonna have nightmares. I'm gonna wake up in a cold sweat tonight. You know.
No, I'm gonna wake up in a cold sweat. But besides the fact,
anyway, like I had to mention it just because it was fresh on my mind, and I'm like, if Akuma's image can survive that, Akuma's image can survive anything.
But that was years ago, though. That was like Akuma wasn't even really a fleshed out character like he is now. You know what I'm saying? That was like 95, I think that game came out. 95 or 96 or something like that. That game came out. Akuma wasn't all right. Akuma wasn't the entity he is now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, even playing like yesterday, I'm still cool with Akuma, so I think Akuma will be alright.
Listen, Akuma's my favorite character. He's my favorite character in Street Fighter. And it's like, but you like things that, like for instance, the Udon comics are something that I really like. I really like the Udon comics, and I was looking forward to that like Akuma Origins thing, and then the story turned out to be bullshit. And so that kind of like, that kind of
it reflects badly on the comics, don't you think?
Yeah. And it's like it kind of made me sad, like, cause I'm not looking forward to Udon no more. Like, I'm still checking it out, but
you're looking forward to that now?
No,
I was
I'm
not
not
looking forward to that ever since Super Street Fighter 2, man.
No.
They dropped down in quality.
No. I said I'm not looking forward. No, I said I'm not looking forward to Udon anymore. After that Akuma Origins, I was like kind of off.
He's not looking forward to their comics anymore.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the comics anymore.
Oh god, you know what's sad?
Look,
you know what's fucking sad?
What?
They took 10 fucking years to finally get to Street Fighter 3.
Yeah, how was
and then
it?
they have to put it together with Street Fighter 4, and they just put it into a digest. Now nobody's gonna.
But how is Street Fighter 3? I haven't read the Udon Street Fighter 3 yet. How was that?
I'm not hearing any good things about it. Not many people bought that digest because nobody even knew it was existing. But those who did, it was the same shit with the rest of the Udon comics.
No, listen, the Udon comics were good. Like everything, like even everything was good. Like until Akuma Origins, everything was good.
No, not until Akuma Origins. Super Street Fighter 2 was everything started to go downhill.
Super Street Fighter 4 was still decent. It was still decent though. It wasn't there was nothing in that thing that made me roll my eyes like Akuma Origins did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Akuma Origins made me just like, okay, I can't really fuck with this no more. And I haven't bought anything Udon since Akuma Origins.
See, I mean, they messed up a couple of things though. Like, for the most part, I forgive them, and I'm just like, it's just their rendition of the comics. But
right.
There's a couple of things they mess up, like the fact that for a while Sakura was training under Ryu, which was like a cool scene, but that really does kind of take away from Sakura. Sakura learned her everything
things herself,
she can do.
Right. No, but you know what, Nitro? I looked at that too, but it was like a cool little thing. It was like the way they did it was still cool, and it's not like they took it. Huh?
It was a story arc, but it was like when but I looked at that and I'm like, this is legit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying it's like I look out for that too. Like when they change like crucial things about a character's origin in terms of like their relationship with the character. but they did it in a good way though. Like they changed it from her, being self-taught to her learning from Ryu, but they did a good thing with it. It was like it was a good thing the way
You mean like Bison's origin? Oh, he was just some random guy that learned from Rose's mom, and he transferred all his goods.
That was random.
But I mean, Bison never really had, Well, yeah. Let's switch topics though. I think we're going on.
All right, we Street Fightered out. Like
we've been on Street Fighter a little too long, so let's go to the next one.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Michael Bay.
Michael Bay.
So we're going
Bleach. It is.
We're going from Street Fighter, which is the best, to the absolute freaking worst.
The turtle. No, well, we got two Michael Bay things to talk about.
Thanks a lot, Nev, for reminding me about the.
Well, okay, listen. Okay. This new turtle, the trailer to the new movie, Ninja Turtle movie, just came out like earlier in the week. So
it's pretty much a Hollywood adaptation of everything your friends told you about the '80s cartoon. Especially if you know.
Okay, listen. Check this out. One thing I gotta say is that I am not happy.
Really bad.
Trust me, I am not happy with the character designs. I'm not happy with the changes in this script and stuff. But all I'm talking about in terms of the I'm not even talking about the character design.
Why do you need freaking helicopters in New York City if it's just a bunch of ninjas? Oh wait,
no, listen.
ninjas.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying that I was saying that
property damage on a building just because it's not a Michael Bay movie unless something fucking explodes.
Well, true. That's true.
That's true. That's okay.
That's true, right? Because I like explosions. Something needs to blow up if I'm watching something.
How about are we gonna call these turtle formers? Because these guys can destroy freaking Hummers with their shells. Shit.
Yeah. Okay, but I ain't gonna listen. Listen. I'm not gonna front though. But listen, I'm not saying that the character designs do suck. But all I'm saying is that the scene when Leonardo stood up with the backdrop of the Empire State Building on the roof, like that looked kind of dope. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he looked dope.
That made him look too much like Optimus, man.
It don't matter. I'm just saying he stood up with his swords in his hand. He was standing on the roof, stood up, and you saw the Empire State Building in the background. That was like visually, it was dope, and that's all I'm saying.
Look, guys. Look,
guys. That Mikey had to open his mouth. No. It's just a mask.
Look.
Be cool.
Yo, I'm gonna say this.
What up?
You can like explosions as much as you want, and you can think scene looks as much as you want to, but I can only excuse so much stupidity for the sake of being cool. That's why Sucker Punch wasn't a good movie.
Right,
exactly.
It's
Michael Bay in a nutshell.
But that was Zack Snyder though.
Yeah. And the character designs look horrible. And
no, they do. You're right. They look horrible.
And the helicopters and
way too big,
and all that crap. That this is clearly probably not going to be a good movie. Bring on Godzilla.
You know what's horrible, Metro?
Bring on Godzilla. Peace.
Yeah, exactly. And Nitro, all I'm saying is that I'm not defending the film. I think the shit looks whack.
Are.
I think Shredder.
Yes, you are. Just by giving the benefit of the doubt, you are defending.
No, I'm not giving anything the benefit. I didn't say I want to see this movie now. I didn't say that. What I'm saying is that the trailer came out, and what I was seeing on the chat box was like you saying like all I'm saying was that I saw that Leo standing up, and that's all I'm saying. Look, I'm saying visually that look cool.
Wait, hold
visually,
up.
that's all I'm saying, and that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying the film's gonna be dope because I think the film's gonna be whack.
So you're cool with Leonardo? Hold up, guys. So you guys are cool with Leonardo having window blinds as armor?
No,
cool, right?
I'm not. I didn't say anything. No, I didn't say anything about his character design. I'm not getting into the elf thing. Like the character design. No, I'm not saying none of that.
How you got a whack looking character in a cool scene?
No. But what I'm saying is that when he stood up, listen. When I see a Ninja Turtle standing on the roof and stand up with his sword in his hand, with the backdrop, visually with the backdrop of the New York skyline, visually that looks cool. I'm not saying that.
You know what would have been more visually cool?
Like I'm not saying character design wise he looked cool. I'm just saying that scene looked kind of cool.
Yeah, that's it. The turtle from the first movie. If he would have done that, he would have looked cool.
Not gonna
Yeah,
lie,
right?
hey guys, I don't know
Wait.
if you guys got this, but like, do the new turtles kind of have, how to put this? There's no easy way for me to say this kind of stuff.
No
Nigga
subtlety.
lips, nigga lips.
Yeah,
I'm
they
talking
do.
about
They
nigga
do.
lips.
They do look black. They do look black. They
No,
look like
no,
black
we're
turtles.
not using that word.
They look like cats
Yeah,
from
we
the
can't
from the
use
hood.
that word.
But,
Damn it.
that's Michael Bay's favorite word when it comes to comedy relief.
But
Yeah,
but
they
okay, but check this out.
got- they got
Okay, but check this out. The turtles are now like the turtles are very big. They're very big, physically big characters now. Like they're
Yeah,
like
we're
7
so
feet.
huge to the point where they can't even be considered ninjas because it's they're opposite of each other. They're humongous
They're like
creatures
7-foot
and they're
ninjas.
ninjas. How the fuck you
Well, I
supposed to sleek in the shadows?
you're
No,
not.
well, the thing
No,
I'm
they're
more
ninjas.
worried-
Ninjas in
Hey
this
guys,
movie,
guys,
man.
you don't understand. They're ninjas on steroids.
That is true. But the thing that I'm more worried about is that I don't see how they can fit in New York sewers. That's the thing.
Exactly.
How the hell are they
Yeah.
supposed to get in this?
Hey
Let me
guys,
guess, you're gonna
know-
take the long
you know
way.
what we need to do? It's
What?
obvious. All right, we need to bring one of Dwayne McDuffie's greatest unrealized comics to life. Teenage Negro Ninja Thrashers. You get 3 black kids on rocket skates.
No, 4 black kids. You gotta add
Yeah,
one
you got
fourth
4
one.
black kids on rocket skates plus
You
2
know?
white friends. We got a movie right here, man.
Word.
Wow.
I watched it.
You know what? I'm gonna not watch that. Just like I'm gonna not watch this.
I'm gonna share this
movie.
with you on Facebook.
But listen, I
It's actually
want
a
to say
plot design
something.
he made, man.
I want to say
Serious.
something about this though. Like Michael Bay is just producing this. He's not directing it. That's all
a
I'm saying.
Producer
I don't
can
care.
actually affect
I-
the movie that they're doing.
I don't care. It looks like crap. And as far as turtles are concerned, turtles voted the outro for this sewer surfing from Turtles in Time when turtles were good.
Yeah.
And that's all I have to say about that.
No, I agree. It does.
Yo,
Yeah.
hating
I'm
on the
like,
2007 one, the one with the Raphael and Leonardo fight.
what?
Come
I mean,
on,
that
man.
was the only good thing about that movie was.
I kind of
Leonardo
like
fight.
that movie had the balls to say that. Hey,
I kind of like
Raphael's
the
a better
old
fighter.
turtle movies.
Raphael's a better fighter, but Leo's a better leader, and that's actually a difference that most shows won't do.
Right.
Most
right.
movies won't do. It's like,
Right.
yeah, I'm better than you, but my skill is somewhere else. Okay.
It's kind of
Right.
it's kind of sad the CGI from
And actually,
2007
but
from done by China.
the problem that I had with that is that is actually, if you like go through like the entire like the comic books and the show and all of that, that's actually untrue. Raphael is not supposed to be a better fighter than
Leo
Leonardo.
has always been God tier.
Right.
Yeah, Leo is actually the better fighter. Raphael is just like physically stronger than him.
Also,
that's it.
yeah, Leonardo,
But
when he found out it was Raphael, he was not trying anymore.
But it kind of makes sense in the context of that movie because Raph was the Night Watcher and stuff, and he was he was actually
No, I mean I get it.
Right.
I get it.
No, but I'm just
was
talking
like-
about that show. Yeah, like Leo is like
Oh.
traditionally in the Turtles canon, he's the better fighter, right? Right.
I'm
You know,
honestly
like, no,
willing, but
the
I'm
best
willing to have a
Turtles
movie
Leo.
or like a series where that kind of happened, where like the leader character isn't the best at everything. He's the best at either leading or one of
No,
the
yo,
secondary
hey,
skills.
The new
but
Nicktoons.
pump your brakes. Leonardo was never the best at everything. If anything, like the most functionally like god tier turtle was probably Donatello. Not,
Well,
Isn't
Donatello's
Michelangelo
only-
the best fighter?
Donatello's the only one, is the best Ninja Turtle to be able to get a job. Straight up.
well, no,
That's true.
Donatello is like the most useful Ninja Turtle overall, because at the end of the day, they all rely on like on his like and like the machines and inventions that he makes.
Yeah.
When just fighting doesn't just cut it. But as far as like fighting and shit, like Leonardo is the most skilled, and Raphael is just the freaking Hulk.
Well, now he really is the freaking Hulk.
But regardless, that movie sucked, and the only good thing it had was the Raphael Leonardo fight. That was the only good thing that movie had.
Yeah, I mean, agreed. I can agree on that. But
Yeah.
you know, like, going back into my whole Ninja Turtle geeking back when Turtles was like amazing.
Right.
You know
Exactly. I
what's
mean,
sad?
What are you
listen,
talking about? Ninja Turtles was amazing back when it was a comic, when it was underground, back when the Shredder died and it stuck around.
right.
Only for 10
right.
issues.
Yo, I'm cool with the cheesy 80s cartoon too. Okay?
Come on, man, don't you?
No,
No,
man.
I mean, who isn't?
No,
we all
no,
Come on, guys,
no,
don't you
The
want-
the 80s
don't you want-
cartoon is our Turtles. That's where we got. That's
Look,
our first.
that's
most
what
of
I
our
do.
things with
Come
Come
Turtles.
on, guys,
Man,
you
but I
don't want
upgraded.
You don't want Latina April O'Neil, the way she originally was.
Wait, I thought she was.
Yes, that's what I don't mind that. I don't mind that because I've read those books. I've read those comic books when she was,
Wait,
ambiguously brown. You know.
Yo, I'm cool with that, but I'm also cool with my snow bunny April O'Neil.
No doubt, no doubt. I mean,
that
redhead
too.
April is the Bizom. You know.
Well, then this movie is for you, dude, because that's the only.
Nah, that's
audience
that's the
catering.
difference between. Listen, I don't like that. I don't like. There's plenty of actresses that could have played April O'Neil instead of Megan Fox, and I don't got nothing against Megan Fox. I'm not hating on Megan Fox or nothing.
And we
You know,
didn't even need. We don't need Vernon. We don't need any of that crap. You could just take it from the comics, like every other adaptation.
And now,
Wait, you want
Shredder-
Vernon? I thought Vernon's
No,
cool.
I don't want Vernon.
Seriously?
Look. I like Megan Fox. I would have loved for her to stay Transformers so they wouldn't have had to like go through the entire third movie with all that bullshit trying to explain why freaking Shia LaBeouf has a new girl and not Megan Fox.
Well, thank goodness he's not in this fourth film, in this new Transformers.
And thank goodness I didn't even fucking
Plot
watch that
twist,
movie.
Shia
man.
LaBeouf is Casey Jones.
But be
Oh God.
I mean, yo, you know what? If that happened, I would actually fall out, man. I would fall out and die.
yo, I would
I would
laugh
fall out
my
and die
ass
if that
off
happened.
I would laugh my ass off as I continue to not watch that movie because I'm watching that freaking movie. I
Yo.
don't care how much.
But you know what? I would be like, yo, I would give them props for like trolling like that. If Casey Jones really was Shia, if Shia LaBeouf was Casey Jones, that would be awesome. That would be awesome in terms of just comedy, because it would be like, yo,
That would be. But
You gotta do Crumpet. Yeah. No.
okay,
no,
and
no,
Shredder's
no.
and Shredder's white. Shredder is white.
Yo,
Shredder is
Danny,
not white.
Danny Glover is. Yo.
I'm sorry, guys.
Shredder's a white guy
Damn,
now.
let it go, man.
Shredder's white. I don't understand this. I don't
Because
understand how
Donald
Shredder's.
Glover
Shredder's how old is the Ninja Turtle franchise? The Ninja Turtles are 30 years. The franchise is 30 years old, and until this film, for these 30 years, Shredder has been, Japanese.
Wait.
Neff,
Wait.
Japanese
What?
person
What?
voiced by a black man.
Yeah. So what's the problem here?
rest
No,
his
I don't
soul.
listen.
No,
I don't got no
here
problem
is he's a
with.
white guy.
No,
White
Shredder
guy.
is
Black.
Japanese.
Shredder is black.
That's
He's trying to say Shredder is
Shredder
black. Everyone
is-
no.
understand that.
No, I'm
Listen,
trying to say
listen,
Shredder is
listen.
Japanese.
Listen, it's not. Don't confuse it with the different with the comic books changing. The ethnicities of different characters into these films now. No, one of Shredder's most defining aspects
I understand
is
that,
his
but
Japanese.
I understand that,
Is the
but the
fact that
problem
he's
is
Japanese.
It's
like,
the
look.
same thing. You can't define it as being two different things when it is one and the same.
No.
It's
Listen,
not.
listen. No.
It is.
Listen.
Yo, hold on.
Listen. Wait. Listen. Let me tell you this. Listen.
Yeah, you're
Listen,
right, Hack.
Johnny
Y'all need
Storm
to flip
from Fantastic Four, right? He is not his. I mean, he is not his
Michael
character.
B. Jordan is gonna be the Human Torch.
Listen, his
He should not be a black
ethnicity
person.
doesn't define his character. He's a character that's white, but his.
All right, but here's the
I don't
thing.
mind
All right, but
Black
here's the
Human
thing.
Torch.
Even though his ethnicity does not define his character, things that does define his character is that he is freaking Sue Storm's brother,
Right.
Not stepbrother, not adopted brother,
Right.
So him
Actually-
being the ethnicity as his sister.
No. Listen. If you're changing one character's ethnicity and his blood
you
sister
should change the other
is a different ethnicity, that doesn't make sense, and that's bullshit.
No, you can do that. I mean,
That's
all
why
it does
you
is
do
just
that.
make the
And
parents
I'm
black.
not.
You do
But
that.
I'm not
People,
talking
like,
about
there
that.
have been
I'm not
twins
talking
that
about
have been
that.
born when
Yeah,
one's
that's
black
just
and
some
one
old
was white.
bullshit.
That happened in England.
No,
That happened-
look.
What?
Yeah.
He
See
said,
this?
look.
You know,
That was some
why
funny
don't we
shit.
just end this and speak on more positive subjects? No one wants
Yo.
to talk about this poison.
No, but I'm
anymore.
saying like Shredder, like to make Shredder
But
white.
yeah, no.
That's
no,
like-
you have to-
No, see,
Here's
you're
the-
going right back into the rabbit hole. Get out of the rabbit hole.
Get out.
It doesn't make a
Bullshit.
difference.
It
It
does.
doesn't. Look.
But no,
Look,
let me say what I had to say on that though.
It doesn't make a difference if this character was predominantly this race or whatever. It doesn't make
But
a difference.
one of Shredder's most defining, but one of Shredder's most defining characteristics is that
it doesn't matter. It
Japanese.
doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter.
That's right.
It doesn't
That's right.
matter.
What?
It's no different than King Thor when Hamdo was black. Oh my God, a black guy playing a white character. Holy shit!
But a lot of these characters, their ethnicities isn't a defining characteristic.
It's the same damn thing.
That's right.
I mean, I
What
thought
if the Shredder
one
had
of the things
titties?
with Shredder though is that like it gave him an excuse to be in samurai armor. Now you don't really have that, so it kind of makes it more tenuous.
Exactly. Like if the Shredder is white, why the hell are they ninjas?
Exactly.
They're not ninjas. They're not
Exactly.
ninjas.
It doesn't make
They can't be ninjas.
Oh,
They're not ninjas.
Actually, yeah, they're just.
It ain't the whole dynamics of the Foot Clan itself. How is
they
it?
don't-
How
let's
like
just all
how is he
agree
right?
that the movie, everything about this movie is terrible, and that it's gonna fucking
I
flop.
know.
Get it.
Listen, Hacks, I agree.
Let's just agree.
But what I'm saying is
that
that
Michael Bay cannot tell a good movie since The Rock.
I won't say that. I won't say that.
Okay, hey,
no,
take
no.
that back.
Michael Bay
Oh,
has
God,
it.
I can't finish that
Listen.
sentence.
I don't care what nobody says. Dark of the Moon was the shit. I don't give a fuck
Yes.
what nobody
Okay,
says,
okay,
and I can't wait for
I'm not gonna
Age of
deny that.
Extinction.
Painting
But
Game
this
was
Robot
good.
9/11.
This
What do you
movie
want
has
from me?
two things
Painting
going
game.
bad for it. Okay.
No, it has a lot
Okay.
of things going bad for it, not just two.
Okay, well,
A lot of things.
It has
Michael
a
Bay is
million
doing
things
this.
going bad
He's,
for it.
he's doing an edition of this, and it's a Nickelodeon film. Two things right there.
We'll
Yeah,
catch
you
this
know what?
Netflix.
This is horrible. This is horrible, dude. I'm gonna get on this. What Nickelodeon didn't learn their fucking lesson from Last Airbender?
Yo, don't be this.
Oh God, are they doing it again?
They're doing it again.
Other live action.
No, they didn't mention a sequel, but they have not learned their lesson. They said, "Oh, let's get Michael Bay to do this. Let's get Joe Liebsman to direct this."
Wait,
They don't
Michael
fucking
Bay is doing what? A horror film?
no. Although he says he wants to do what's Ghost Recon?
Ghost Recon.
Ghost Recon.
That's what he said.
The
His next
game,
project
like the
wants to
game,
be
shit, the
Ghost
Tom
Recon.
Clancy
military,
games.
but
I mean,
No,
like
he
the Ghost
has
Recon
a
Tom
vet.
Clancy games. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Anybody whoever owns the rights to Tom Clancy's properties would be a fool to let him touch that license.
Yo, I mean, all the explosions and all of the overt like.
But listen, Michael Bay is not directing Turtles though, so we can't like really blame him for the Turtles.
But he is influencing all of
No,
his
he's
decisions.
just producing it. Like Michael Bay is not the type of
don't
director
care.
that's gonna.
I don't care. I don't care. His
Hold
name's
up,
on
hold
the-
up. Did you not
Okay,
see
but
my
Michael,
article?
I love Michael
Did
Bay.
you
Michael
not
Bay's
see
awesome.
my article?
I
He
love
has
Michael
the
Bay.
military planes. He has the terrorists. He has the America Love. He has a white guy playing Shredder, and he has Megan Fox.
No, he didn't make. Listen, no. He's not directing it. The guy that's directing it, and the people that are the team that are involved in that movie, like that work for the director and stuff, they're the ones that making the decisions.
Yeah, but
Michael
who's
Bay is
directing
not
the
making
director?
decisions like that.
Actually, the
directing the
producer makes a
director.
decision.
No, he's
Actually,
producing
yeah.
it, but he's not the
Depending on
type.
the movie.
Listen,
Depending on the movie,
listen.
they don't make the decisions.
Still
Right.
have like he probably has a say in the decisions.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying he doesn't have a say. I know he has a say, but he's not. He doesn't seem like the type of guy that's bully
how do you
footing
know?
his own
How do you
image
know?
onto the
His
film.
reputation is very, very much the opposite of what you're trying to describe, actually.
And let's go back. Let's go to some other corporate douchebags.
Yeah, let's go. Okay.
Facebook
Whoa,
buys
whoa,
the
whoa, whoa.
Oculus Rift.
First of all, let's keep this on a realistic tone here because this is actually pretty potent. Since everybody knows by now, Oculus VR is now owned by Facebook or will be very shortly. And the topic about this right now is the fact that just about everybody hates Facebook as a company, just
Especially
because
the guy who
the
made
practices
Minecraft.
and whatnot.
Even though everybody's on Facebook. It's really strange.
Yeah, that's the irony. That's the irony.
Yeah, by the way, check out Facebook at facebook.com/bookshelf-entertainment and facebook.com/Outerhaven.
Yeah, you could also, if you hate Facebook, you can follow us on Twitter on outtheouterhaven.net on Twitter and at Bookshop Entertainment on Twitter.
Now, keep in mind here, the reason why a lot of people don't like the practice of Facebook is because they basically take your information and they provide it to other people. And they're in the social media aspect. This is what they do. And the biggest problem, well, what people perceive as a problem is the fact that now they own Oculus VR, that they may take it and that they might brand it, they might use it for social media versus using it for what Oculus VR was made
But
for
that's
in the
what
first
they
place.
explicitly said. They want to turn it into a tool for communication, for education,
Exactly.
everything but making video games.
And then at the same
But
time,
that
they
doesn't
said, and at the same time, they said they wouldn't interrupt the interactions of Oculus VR. So it's like, wait, one
We
thing
heard
is
that
you're
bullshit
saying,
before.
yeah, you're saying that you're not going to do this, but yet you're saying you want this for social media aspect. Well, it's
All right,
either
look,
one or the
what
other.
I'm kind of reading that as is that they want to be like some hangers on to that type of shit. So it's like we're gonna let you do your thing, but we also want to jump in and put like this, that, and the third for social media on there too.
Yeah, that's great. You can make video game stuff, but they better have a Facebook app, or I'm firing you.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can
I mean,
actually already go on Facebook through the Oculus.
It's like go ahead, little video game stuff, and make it popular, and then we're just gonna throw like Facebook apps and social media, this, that, and the third on there too, and make sure that every Oculus Rift game also can link you to Facebook.
Because that'll
honestly probably come later, because it feels like for me that now pretty much how to put this for Oculus, this is always the end game. They've been growing too fast to be able to not get bought out by somebody else.
Well, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing about them. They originally stated that their plan was to never get bought out by a major company. They didn't want to do this. That's exactly what they said. And then here comes Facebook. Oh, hey, we want to acquire you guys. All right, awesome, fantastic.
Everybody has a price, man. Everybody has a price.
And
the thing is, your price $2 billion.
And the thing that's really salty is a lot of people, including myself, kickstarted to help get Oculus VR to where they are today. Now, a lot of back and forth has been also people have been saying, we gave you money to start your company, to start your project, and now you sell to Facebook. What's in it for us? Obviously, most people don't understand that Kickstarter isn't an investment firm. We're basically donating money for you to do what you want to do to get something into conception. We don't get anything back from it, but at the same time, it's like a slap in the face. Hey, give me your money.
People
it's like give me your money. Yeah,
it's like the Rift.
No, we didn't get the Rift. We didn't get the Rift. We were funding you to develop the Rift, and if you spent a specific price point, you got the Oculus Rift development kit.
We met a couple of guys that actually played around with the Rift, right, Gabe?
Yes, we did.
I played with it a couple times, and I actually have a buddy who put in a lot of money for this, and I haven't been able to get a hold of him lately.
Oh shit!
He's swimming in an ocean of rage right now.
He fell into the Rift. He fell into the Rift.
No, actually, he's probably planning to, do a go on a killing spree of the Oculus guys, because
what's gonna happen to all of those independent projects that's been developed already into the dev kits with the Rift?
Okay, see, there's not a lot of stuff being said right now, obviously, because most of it's under an NDA, so nobody can talk about it. But it's going to be up to obviously Facebook and also up to the people who are making the projects. I mean, if Facebook is 100% honest and they're not going to interrupt the inner workings of Oculus VR, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, the last couple of months to the last past year, Facebook has been buying up a lot of companies. They brought What's Up App. They brought two other companies. I can't remember their names.
Yeah, but like in general, because they want to be like Google in the sense that you can't put all your eggs in one basket for any kind of industry. This is why we have multinational corporations for most of our foodstuffs. People that make Coca-Cola makes like 17 different types of colas.
And juices.
And juices.
And water too.
And water.
I think they're part of some other subsidiary company that does other food stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody's under an umbrella of an umbrella of an umbrella.
Sort of, but the thing with this is it's just everything that Facebook has done so far, the companies they acquired has been within their field. We understand that. We understand they bought out these companies because they were either
Instagram.
They were either dealing with social media or anything of that respect. What they did right now is completely different. They jumped out of their field.
Wait, hold up. Google owns a robotics company. What the fuck? Seriously?
Robotics companies with a military.
You gotta remember.
They bought military making robotics companies
right.
from a search engine company.
But you gotta remember, looking at the two companies. Look at
Google drones attacking you at a protest in the future?
No. But Google turned down like the military came to Google to to fund them, but the Google turned them down. Said nah, So I don't think that's
because they understand.
I don't think anything military, military.
You gotta understand. There's a big difference between Google and Facebook, and this is what a lot of people don't understand. I mean, Facebook is a social media company. This is what they do. They live, eat, and breathe this. That's it.
Right.
Google is a research and development. Google is hardware. Google is software. Google started out as a search engine, but they grew out to everything. Google has their hands in everything now. They have
That's kind of scary.
Android, which is one of the most popular mobile phone operating systems in the world, which also does games. They have robotics. They have their search engine.
They have headsets.
They have Google Glass. And that's not counting all the projects they killed in the past. They also have their Google Music. Yeah. They're growing. They're just growing because this is what they.
And they're even beating Facebook at their own game.
They're killing Facebook.
What do you mean? Wait. Because everyone's up on Google on Google Plus, right? Because we have a Google Plus page just all about that.
Mostly because they have YouTube pages.
Yeah, what's funny? What's really funny? Have you looked at Facebook's latest update?
Yeah.
Have you looked at Google Plus?
Yeah, it's kind of the same.
Yeah, it's kind of the same. Say, hey, Facebook, you kind of copied Google again. But this, I'm not here to talk about that. The biggest concern again is what's going to happen to Oculus VR. And
one of the biggest concerns I had for Oculus VR once they got to Facebook is that it was going to be made to rival the Google Glass.
Well, no.
They're very different. They're very different kinds of experiences, man.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah,
Google Glass is not VR. Google has gone on record many times stating that they do not care about VR. They do not care. They think it's a gimmick, and they will not touch it.
But
it's too early. Also, because VR is a different kind of user experience. Google Glass is pretty much out in the world with much lower power usage.
Right. But they could retrofit the device.
No, you can't. No, you can't, Carlos.
No, you can't. Nowhere near.
I'm sorry, man. I went to school for this shit. I don't want to put you down like this, but I got you. I got it. So close your eyes. Close your eyes. It's over.
There's no way you could. There's no way that Google could take their inception of Google Glass and even retrofit.
I'm talking about the Oculus Rift. I'm talking about a downgrade from virtual reality.
No, it doesn't work.
But why would you do that? But why would you do that?
You can't do that way. You can't do it that way because the way the field of vision within the Oculus works. You can't use that with the Google Glass because pretty much that entire headset, the way it's able to work is pretty much by encompassing your entire field of vision. Adding it to a regular glasses or putting two things on the sides would just make it really weird.
Yeah,
it wouldn't work out.
Yeah,
the way the outside light would filter in would destroy the whole thing. So
yeah, you gotta remember with a VR environment, you have to be totally immersed. You have to be enclosed. That's it. There's nothing. That's the best way to describe it. Is VR is basically taking all your senses, focusing on one at retrospect. That's it. It's meant to fool your body, to trick your body, to think that you're elsewhere, you're doing something else. Google Glass, it's all this is an apparatus to enhance your day-to-day operations.
It's a HUD for real life.
Yeah,
I understand that. Now, speaking of HUD for real life or virtual life, Hax, you want to talk about the Sony VR project? Did they get something? Nope.
I don't. Nope. I really don't. I mean, I think it's nice. I think Morpheus is a nice conception, but at this point in time, it's still a me too. So, and I really think it was a rush project, honestly.
You can live in animes for reals.
Yeah, but you didn't hear anything about Sony talking about VR until Oculus VR was like, yeah, this is not coming to consoles. Sorry, guys, it's just not happening. And it was just like, from the time they stated that till up to now, it's like, oh my God, we got to get a VR in place. And I don't see it. And this is not to knock the consoles, but why do I want a VR on a closed system? What is that going to accomplish me?
What are you talking about? They're learning from the great industry successes of the Virtual Boy.
Oh my God.
We're trying to build. We're trying to build on decades upon decades of great games that the Virtual Boy has given us.
How long did that system even last?
About 6 months.
Yeah, about.
I thought it was 4.
Well, I was being nice. I was being kind.
But yeah. Pretty much like with Oculus, I guess people feel betrayed because they felt that they bought into this dream,
right,
of pretty much this new frontier of gaming, which because honestly, it feels like it's kind of come true because with other companies trying to throw out Me Too versions of the devices, you're able to have more types of approaches to the creation of other kinds of headsets, other kinds of games, other
Exactly,
kinds of
and
interfaces like that.
that's what I wanted to lead into. Now, there's two sides to every coin. Now, the good side to this is now that Oculus actually has some real backing, they can go out and invest in the technology they want to. In the past, when Oculus was working on things, they had to take existing technology and hack it to do what they wanted to do. Now they actually have the money to actually
Self-create
manufacture
hardware.
Exactly. They can have their hardware manufactured now. They can go out and get the people they want. Like, for example, as soon as it was made aware that they got acquired, Valve lost Michael. I keep saying his name wrong. Abershire to
Okay.
Oculus. Now, he was one of their leading technology gurus over at Valve. And as soon as they got hired, you saw he went right over to Oculus. And he's been a big pioneer on VR. He's worked with John Carmack in the past about VR and had multiple discussions about the technology. And now that they got the money, they were able to pull people in, and that's a good thing because now it also says, "Hey, we can hire people. We can do what we want to do. We can probably do more things in less time." So there's always a flip side to this. Now,
Also, like they'll have a greater, what is it? They'll be able to do stuff like, I know that with regard to hardware, when you get big enough, you're able to use economies of scale type of thing. So they're able to buy larger amounts of hardware and be able to make a profit, or like many current game consoles do. They can do the current process of selling hardware at a loss and buying and being able to make money off of software.
right, and at the same time, it's also acknowledged them as a major player now. I mean, they were still considered a niche in the past. Because if they weren't really considered a niche in the past, they would have had more. They would have had more backers, other than having us go. I can't talk. Other than having people kickstart them, other than going to different companies asking for money, they're a major force now.
I would say not. I would say no. They're still a niche. They're a niche with stronger backing because most people don't know what it means.
But they're
like,
a niche
because the thing is that for me, Oculus was the thing that it was popular among people like us who are in the know of gaming, because like we'd be aware of it, we'd see people talk about it, see people rave about it, see the various approaches people would do to try to say put the the Link to the Past in the Oculus Rift, or put other games to it. Whereas now when they have this large amount of backing, people are aware of them, but they'll have this much easier push to be able to come out into retail, get something out there, and to get something in the hands of the people, so that be like, oh, what the hell does this headset do? And like we can see regular people fall in love with this thing.
And the good thing about this now is there's a solid push for VR now. Because who's to say that this doesn't fall apart and Oculus VR dissipates and goes away? But they set a presence now. More and more people are now going to get involved with VR. So that's also a good thing that comes out of this deal.
Yeah, so we have a desire. We have a desire for people to make either things like it. Also, I think wasn't one of the concerns people had is that they wanted Oculus, the VR tech, to be open source.
Right.
And their concern is that with Facebook buying them, it's not going to be open source any longer.
And a bad thing about this is that now that Facebook owns Oculus, they also own all of Oculus patents, and they had a pretty huge share of VR-related patents.
I mean, I'm not gonna I'd feel bad about it, but I don't really like the way the tech patents work. But I guess this only means that it's gonna make it much harder for other hangers-on for another garage-based VR setup to be able to come about because of that.
Yeah.
Now that only limits it to the big boys. If you're able to have $50 million plus and hire all those lawyers to fight patents all day, every day, now you can play.
Yeah, that's true.
Still is.
But we'll just have to wait and see.
It
Hopefully it doesn't turn out bad, but...
Yeah, what do you think about this? Like, you're the businessman.
Man, I don't know. I actually kind of fell half asleep to the VR thing because I'm not interested in this. All I know is this feature perception.
Good job, man.
You know why? Oh, I'm gonna be real with you, Elf. Oh no, I'm in virtual reality. You really care about playing? I'm playing the game, looking at it with my D-pad. Okay, I'm a real man. Unlike you people talk about future stuff.
Actually, you know, he brings up a
Freaks.
good point. One of the sociological scares about virtual reality and a social network buying a virtual reality device is that if you thought people were going to be on Facebook all day right now, imagine that on the Oculus Rift all day, every day,
And honestly,
on the headset, glued to your eyes 24. People would barely sleep. Well, at least that's an unfounded sociological fear.
well, also Z slash be honest with you with his comments that Oculus Rift has honestly hit their end game. Now they're reaping the repercussions of their end game. They wanted open source. They're losing indie fit. They're losing, I would say, some crowd favor. But in the end, they're getting paid. They can do what they want. At the same time, they realize, oh wow, we really can't spread out gifts to the world. Nope. You just kind of shorthanded all the developers who want to build games for you. Yes, you did.
Shorthanded the guy who created Minecraft. If you shorthanded Minecraft, that's already a big enemy.
You shorthanded a couple of small indie developers who were trying to get money to build an Oculus game for you, attempting to do it, but now it's on open source. It'd be harder for them to do it. So, these are the negative cons, but on the positive side, they gain money. This is a good venture overall. My only fear is that Facebook will do the EA thing where they're going to force more ideas on the game that doesn't work for the system. Like EA forced this microtransaction on like games like Dead Space 3.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of this is speculation. We don't know what they're going to do, and they haven't said it. So we have to wait and see.
Actually, there's a couple of things I'd like to ask. Shadow, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Has there been? What is the oldest acquisition you're aware of for Facebook?
Other than this one?
Yeah. I know they've been buying companies recently, but we don't know. I guess we can potentially use their previous track records of the oldest company that they've owned. I mean, it's kind of hard because a lot of the companies that we talk about are really like less than 10 years old.
They've been buying up companies for the last 10 years. To be honest with you.
But what's the first company they bought though? They
the oldest one you remember at least.
Oldest
Link.
one.
Oldest
the one that I can't remember because it wasn't a major company.
MySpace?
No, that's another entity. It still exists. No, Facebook has been buying up a lot of companies that didn't mean much of anything, and the companies that you guys have never even heard of.
Oh, okay. Maybe they bought them because of their patents or something like that, right?
Here, let me look it up real quick. I'll show you.
That's the thing that happens frequently in tech, though. So that does happen.
But check this out. Listen, I'm really, kind of happy to hear things like this going on, like the whole, VR thing. But at the same time, I'm gonna go with Matt. I can't really say that I've been excited about it.
Because it's like, oh, I get to look in his glasses and play virtual reality. I'm like, I'm still playing a D-pad here.
I wasn't taunting and everything like Matt was, but
that's why you're never gonna be real like
me,
man.
Part of the thing is that VR,
but I'm not excited.
The thing is, VR is kind of an experimental technology.
Experimental. That's a reason too. But the thing is like, unless it's something that really makes me, or not just me, but the average person, see its worth. Unless it makes the average person see its worth, it's not really going to go anywhere. And by seeing its worth, I feel
I saw its potential when Carlson and I used it during Indiecade, because for VR, especially the way it's been working from last I saw, like it only reaches its peak power like in the experience, much like how we've all played games, and like there are certain things that happens in gameplay that those screenshots can't really capture.
Right.
Like to me, I've seen people use Oculus Rift. I've seen people building with it. I know it's mostly an immersive experience playing like that, but my only beef with that is like I'm still not hooked to the idea of it because I'm so used to. I would say the old way of gaming experience.
Right, and that's one of my points is that just because you have a technology that it's definitely innovative and out there. Is it going to be is it gonna be something that the average person is gonna feel is more convenient
weird you
than
mentioned that.
the wait, hold on, is the average person gonna see it as a technology that's convenient, that's more convenient,
or it would just be another gimmick as much as Google says.
I mean, it may look the whole field of view thing, like the whole VR thing. It may be. I mean, I think it's fantastic in terms of of what they've already done. But is it gonna make me get rid of my monitor and TV for gaming? You know what I'm saying?
I personally think so because
I don't think so neither. I'm not saying it can't. Anything's a possibility, but I think it's highly unlikely.
Exactly, because
it's going to be something that's going to be
right now. Like remember motion gaming? Gaming, that was all gimmick. The Wii's a gimmick. That's all it is. Like
now, you guys got to keep in mind that this isn't meant to replace like your controller.
No, not even. I'm not saying it is. We're not saying it is, Hacks. But we're saying is it going to be something that's going to be
the game that we played in the game actually made us use a controller. It was practically Star Fox, but we can move everywhere.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
It was a space fighter simulator. We were supposed to shoot down the other people who were playing, and we had to use a controller. We did not use our heads. We did not use any motions. It was a conventional gaming and everything but view.
We had one head-based control, and there was a specific kind of lock-on that required us to continually look at the target for like some short amount of time to be able to lock on for some missiles, but that was about it.
I mean, at this point in time,
and we can watch in 360. We can even watch the back of our cockpit, but it was nothing that it was necessary.
Yeah,
but it's not. But that's not my point. My point is that I'm not even saying it's gonna. I'm not even talking about controllers. I'm not even saying. I'm talking about in terms of the overall experience.
The experience was very immersive. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait. No, I'm not saying it's not. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, is the overall experience going to be more convenient? Is it going to make me say? Is it going to make the average person say, "Hey"?
Who's to say? Who's to say?
That's
for everybody.
But who's to say? But we can kind of look at things in a terms of a history of when it comes to consumer products. We can kind of gauge an idea of whether it's highly likely or not. You know what I mean? And that's why I haven't been excited about it. I mean, I've seen little things about it, but I mean, I haven't worn it to tell you. I haven't worn it to tell you the truth. So,
one of the things,
but I have the gist of it, and I think it's fantastic. But
I think one of the things, Nephrite, that this technology does have that I feel will give it some real legs is that it's useful in. It can be very useful in areas outside of gaming for, like, say, training various kinds of law enforcement officials or stuff like that. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the tools it can be able to have a life outside of just being a consumer product. It can be sold.
You can have actual chats in an actual room. You can just be sitting over there and you have a business chat. We can be doing what we're doing right now, but instead of talking through TeamSpeak, just put on Oculus Rift.
No, I think that would be fantastic.
No, you know what? The best way to describe this would be like. What? Think about the Futurama episode where they all were in the same room with the VR equipment.
Right,
they all inside the game.
I remember that. Yeah, I mean, dude, I hope it gets there. It's not. Don't misunderstand me. I'm hoping something. I hope this thing, becomes this new, breakthrough in the way humans, do things when it comes to media and whatnot like that. But it's like. I
don't think it will ever replace traditional consoles in the same way.
No, not even consoles. That's not even that. Not even that. It's not even consoles replacing consoles.
It's more like, how to say, like, since Facebook, well, I guess I'm with my opinion, since Facebook acquired it and they giving this whole double talk thing about it, what they want to do, I think it's just more confusing. What will the Oculus Rift company, what will their purpose be for it? Are they going to make it for more social purposes, like work training, speaking, how maybe medical uses, or they're going to use it to make video games? That's the thing. Like, I would like to have more social purpose. That'd be great, but whatever.
I mean, I think video games is pretty much going to be their initial market because we're kind of the first testers for that kind of thing initially.
Yeah.
But after that, they'll probably branch out.
Right. I mean, we'll see. I mean, like I said, we got the future's there, and you know,
Future is strange and weird and unknown to human eyes. We can only speculate.
All right.
I want a taco.
But before we end the podcast, one quick subject or topic I wanted to bring up real quick.
Right.
And it's just another part of the digital distribution wave going through. Looks like that EA has stated that come next month they will no longer sell physical copies of their games.
Wait, what?
I was waiting for somebody to say something before I finish.
What?
If you buy any game purchasable via the online distribution site Origin, will no longer have a physical copy. This mainly affects PC gamers.
Wait. Say that again, Hacks. It will no longer say that sentence again.
Basically, Origin. Let me say it the proper way. If you buy games through EA, normally you would buy games through EA. Like, say I wanted to buy Battlefield 4 for EA for my PC. Normally I have two options. I can go to the store and buy it, or I can buy it online via Origin. Well, EA just made the decision for me, basically saying you can only buy it online now.
Well, but like you said, just for PC generally,
just for
right?
PC people.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Never mind.
That kind of makes sense.
Here's the thing, and we had this conversation before, and the consensus was I want to have the option of buying either or, not you telling me what I can buy.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying that.
The second thing
I
is
agree. Yo, Hack, I agree. I'm not saying that
across this country is still kind of shitty, guys.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. And it's like, I mean, but the reason I say it makes sense is because, like the PC, generally the PC is built for that. You know what I mean? It's built for you to not have to use physical media in terms of like games.
You'd be surprised if people still like buying physical copies of their
No,
games.
I'm not. Listen, I think you should have that option to buy physical, but I'm just saying it just makes sense to me why they would do that. I'm not saying it's good.
They're also price locking their games. Because...
Right. I'm not saying it's good. I think I rather would be able to use physical copies too. But I'm just saying I understand in terms of PC. It's not something that I can.
That's
not
shitty.
Something,
just like
no,
Gabe
it is
mentioned,
shitty. It is
well,
shitty, but it's not
shitty as far as the company's concerned. They don't care. But just like Gabe said, U.S. our broadband is terrible. Not to mention that sometimes depending on where you're at, depending on what carrier you get, your speeds may vary. Yeah. But you also have a lot of companies that are still forcing data caps. Comcast being one of the biggest ones in Time Warner. You get 250 gigs of download. So what happens if you hit your cap?
Goodbye.
You're asked out, right? You're asked out. But I think you should still have your, be able to have your choice and stuff like that. I don't think
I definitely think you should have your choice. I
don't think that they should. I'm not saying I approve of it.
What?
I'm just saying.
Is this some kind of retarded idea in order to take out piracy?
No.
It's a price locking.
It's price locking.
It's price locking, but I can see like why people EA
piracy is always the excuse, Carlos. Pretty much. But
anybody with half a brain will understand that even though the only way to stop piracy is to have an online authentication system. That's it. If you offer me a game via download that I can install on my machine, I can crack it
anytime.
Actually, if you
will
can
never be able to make an uncrackable game, straight up.
If you can give me a physical copy of the game, I could just find a torrent and find a keygen that would give me another authorization code.
No, if you can give me the game in any form, I can find a torrent and then crack that game, or make a fake loop so that it'll.
In other words, the only way. So in other words, the only way to not be able to crack a game is if it's a game that's on someone else's servers that you would have to go to.
Yes,
that's it.
Right.
Unless you hack it.
No, unless you steal the server source code,
which is nearly impossible.
Right.
Because the way that works is it's basically two-hand authentication. You send a code to the server says, okay, let me match it up. Wait, I don't know who the fuck you are. Get the fuck out. Goodbye.
Right. So, right. But,
well, that's EA. That's why they were voted one of the worst companies in the world.
I think it's stupid that they were. I think there should have been like, like sectors of different types of companies because just I think it's stupid to name them the worst company in the world or in the country or whatever like that.
No, EA has given us main reason to name them, one of the worst companies, but they weren't the top this year. That was
Well,
Time
I mean,
Warner.
for them to
Who
be the
was? I'm
top, period,
curious.
there are far worse companies, period, than EA. Like, I don't understand why they were
That's
worse.
true.
I think
Part
if
of
they were
part of why
worse
they got a lot of
gaming
the hate
company,
was
okay.
because pretty much the people who hate them online are pretty much the kind of people who would vote for this kind of thing. Because nerd rage is a very, very strong thing.
Yes,
Thank
it is.
you, Michael
yes, it is.
Bay.
Yes, it is very true. Michael Bay is
So-
awesome. He's a god. Thank you, Michael Bay. You're awesome.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, and one last thing,
Right.
because this is probably our last podcast for a while, at least for
Why?
the next upcoming weeks or so, right?
Actually,
Why?
next
Why?
month,
Why is that?
me and Hacks are going to be reporting what happened over at PAX East.
Oh, so you are going to PAX Hacks?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Also, I gotta report that in the coming weeks, I think there are about two Brooklyn festivals that are popping up. There's Mocha
Brooklyn
Fest
Zine-
and Brooklyn Zine Fest.
Brooklyn Zine Fest. and
What are
Mocha
what
Fest.
are those fests? What are they?
Mocha Fest is an indie comic festival that's held yearly in the Armory.
It's the Museum of Cartoon and Comic Art Festival.
Yeah, they're held in the Brooklyn Armory in that area in Manhattan by Lexington.
Mhm.
And Brooklyn Zine Fest is like an indie zine festival. So pretty much it's like zines are pretty much essentially a bit
Fan
between like
magazines.
magazines / comics.
Do we have
Kinda-
a date for that one?
They kind of blended together.
What part of Brooklyn is it going to be in?
Kind of going to be in Williamsburg and Hipsterville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where
What-
zines are actually still
Wait.
alive.
So there is a for magazines.
No,
Yes.
zine, ZINE.
Zines.
Okay. I thought you said for magazines. I'm not gonna go to magazines. It's a waste of my goddamn time.
Well, yeah, like let's see. It's going to be held in Saturday, April 26th, Sunday, April 27th at 128 Pierpont Street in Brooklyn Heights from 11 to
okay.
6 each day.
Oh, okay.
And
Fantastic.
hold on, when is
Right there in the
Mocha?
Heights. Right there in the Heights. Cool.
I believe Mocha will be in the earlier week. 1 second.
There's
Mocha
actually another one in New York around the
yes.
same time.
What? Near
Yeah.
Mocha? What is near Mocha? That's like the big convention at that time.
What date is Mocha?
I'm checking. Mocha Fest. Looking at the Mocha Fest page. It's April 5th and 6th.
Okay, this one's actually on April 23rd.
Yeah.
April 5th and 6th. Ooh, we gotta apply for press passes ASAP then.
Yeah. Also, guys, what about that special edition for Comic-Con?
yeah.
I don't know how it's going, guys.
New York Special Edition. That's the upcoming comic convention come from the same guys who worked at Comic Con.
And that's in June.
That's in June. And I applied for Artist Alley, but if that's not gonna work, I'm gonna try applying for press.
All right.
Well, no, Carlos, you applied for
That's
Artist
right.
Alley.
That's right. I have to be judged worthy in order to sell out from my fellow indie artists.
That's right, Carlos. You are now in the game. The game.
Hey, selling out.
honest-
Hey, selling out is the move, man.
Hope you
Selling out
guys
is
enjoy
good.
PAX. Hope you guys some demos and everything. If you guys haven't checked already, I finished my recent
Also,
review.
I hope that in PAX you guys get to try out some Oculus Rifts. So that
Oh, yes.
You can become one with the with the 3D reality.
Oh,
Hey, leave it-
You can
honestly,
understand the truth that has been shown to me of the future that exists in my eyes.
Gabe, you suck. You already live in a 3D world. Why do you need more 3D?
It
I need
won't
more
be my
3D.
it won't be my first rodeo with Oculus Rift, that's for sure.
As
But,
will I.
It won't be your first rodeo with you, Nick Fury. It's my first rodeo.
I think you are our Nick Fury, honestly.
But I think my main focus of going to PAX will be the indie and the technology. And I'm not going to be looking at the AAA or the big companies.
Well, there are some games from AAA characters that I'm looking forward to. Child of Light from Ubisoft. What was that other game that was coming from EA? Oh yeah, from Insomniac. Sunset Overdrive. And of course, Transistor.
Yeah.
That's gonna be so good.
So yeah, good. Hope you guys enjoy that. Hopefully, get some goodies for me when I get back.
We'll try and get what we can.
Yeah,
I ain't
just
getting shit, dude. I'm just spending that shit on hotel and food.
Yeah, I mean,
You can always steal a couple swag bags.
basically.
That's true.
I would like that. And if you guys haven't checked already, I recently finished a game review on the Shiva with a kosher edition, I guess. So if you guys want to check that out, it's a pretty good game. It's only worth what, $5 on Steam. I recommend getting it. And for up announcements, I have one new review coming out. Well, actually two, but it's one I'll be finishing first. It's a indie game called Thomas Was Alone. Hope you guys enjoy that when I finish it. Hopefully this week.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much my next couple articles. You guys, anything coming up?
I'm thinking actually before we get on after the loading screen we do on PAX, we're gonna be talking about the end of anime season that just happened this week. Several high-profile animes just ended their runs.
Oh, I have nothing to watch anymore. I'm pissed off about that.
Including today, if you watch Toonami, the season finale of Space Dandy is going to be on.
See you in July, baby.
Yeah, another 26
It doesn't even
episodes.
seem like he was on that long.
No, but it's only the first half of the season. Another 13 is coming up, and they just ordered season 2.
Well, at least it got season 2, so that's good.
Yeah,
I was kind of fearful of that. I didn't think it was going to make this season 2.
Actually, it's pretty good. It's just they didn't steal the hype from Kill la Kill because Kill la Kill.
Well, I wouldn't say that. It just every time I see something about it or somebody talking about it, they're like, I don't know how this feels. Let me explain Kill la Kill for you. It's new. It does things that certain other shows haven't done. Or at the same time,
no. The problem with that is that everyone has an expectation when it comes to Watanabe made television. When it comes to Shinichiro Watanabe and Studio Bones, they have an expectation because they watch Cowboy Bebop, they watch Samurai Champloo, they watch any of their other programs. This is all about breaking every expectation, including the expectation of breaking the expectation. Which you will see in my Space Dandy season 1.
Plus also shows that are older that were ordered for Toonami in the past didn't always live too long.
How so? What are you talking about, Big O?
Well, not just Big O. Remember IGPX?
Oh yeah. And that was actually a pretty good show.
That was a good show, and
it was great. Yeah.
Fortunately, but the problem is that was during the start of the anime recession. That was back when people were starting getting sick of anime.
They need to order more of that show or bring it back because that was a great series.
They had another season, but that went straight to the midnight run.
Exactly, and they finished that on Toonami, so like a while ago.
It sucks, but being Toonami means you gotta go hard work. You know what you gotta do in order to watch a censored version of Black Lagoon? You gotta stay up to 2:30.
Why do I want to do that?
And then another thing I'll say is that, you got anime out there that's just not like Toonami, like Cartoon Network. They need to really work on their, the type of anime that they get.
You're never gonna see Silver Spoon on Toonami. That's for sure.
Now, if that requires that's actually on the publishers. Toonami actually just shows whatever's on TV given by the publishers, like Funimation, Aniplex, or etc. That's not on Toonami.
But listen, where's High School of the Dead on Toonami or
Who owns the rights to High School of the Dead in English? Outside of Yen Press the manga.
What you said?
Who owns High School of the Dead? Published in America.
No, I'm talking about the show. Talking about the show.
Who owns that in America?
I don't know.
Exactly. That's the problem.
No, but my point is that they should have gotten it before whoever owned it.
It doesn't work like that, homie.
I'm saying.
It doesn't work like that. I'm telling you as a businessman, it doesn't work like that.
Have you noticed why they don't have Sailor Moon, they don't have Gundam, they don't have Dragon Ball Z anymore?
Nobody has to. Well, the toy with Sailor Moon, Toy took the licenses for a while from anybody outside of Japan.
Bandai does not want to work with Cartoon Network, so they're not going to.
Bandai dropped half their entertainment company. Bandai Zoom is gone, so they don't do it anymore. They only own toys and crap.
And now it's only Funimation, and even then, Nickelodeon.
No, it's Funimation, Aniplex. They're the two big ones right now. That's it.
Yeah, and even then, Nickelodeon bought the rights to Dragon Ball Z, so they can't use that anymore.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, who bought the rights to Dragon Ball?
To air Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Z Kai, Nickelodeon.
Well, Nickelodeon? Wow.
Yep. If you want Kai, you gotta get.
Wow. Holy shit.
If you want Kai, you gotta see it to Nick.
Holy
or you gotta
shit.
see it through DVD.
I mean, I'm not even. I can't be mad. I'm just like, I'm just shocked.
You want to know what's even worse?
Wait, no, are you serious? Then why is it on? You sure?
No jokes.
Yes,
Because
that's
Dragon
why it's
Ball
on
Z is
Nickelodeon.
constantly on CW.
CW is public. It doesn't really matter. Yeah.
Yeah. No, like 4Kids, they also and CW they kind of own also the syndication rights of DBZ Kai, but that's it.
Yeah. That's why there's some leeway on it.
Wow.
Oh, but again,
That's
what's
really
worse,
interesting.
you want to know why
Wow.
you're taking so long to wait for Battle of the Gods? fucking Fox.
I hope it waits. I hope it waits as long as possible.
No. It's not because of Funimation. Because of fucking Fox.
Yeah.
And
Those
since we're talking about shows and anime and politics and all that fun shit, there's new Macross series coming out, but guess what? You'll never
heard.
see it in the States.
I
Nope.
heard. I heard a new
and
series.
I
coming out.
heard that, dude, there's a new Gundam coming out.
Yep,
I'm
there's a new
actually
Gundam
excited.
too. Yep.
Wait,
You-
new Gundam, not Gundam. We're selling you toys, explicitly Gundam the series.
No, new Gundam. G
No, there's a new Gundam series coming out.
Yeah, G Rise.
Wait, is it? Don't bring my hopes up, Carlos. Is it anything like?
I don't. No. I'm sorry. Nothing will ever be. Nothing will ever be as manly as G Gundam.
Oh lord!
Listen, Gundam Wing, best Gundam. Gundam Wing and
Did you say Gundam Moon?
Gundam Wing.
I will watch Gundam Moon.
I
Wait, no,
would-
never
I would
mind.
also watch
That was
Gundam
Turn A Gundam. That was Turn A Gundam.
I
What,
would
you guys
watch
don't like
Gundam-
Tequila Gundam? Tequila Gundam? Tequila.
Oh,
Gabriel.
Lord.
And I love the Gundam 00. Gundam 00 is tight.
Gabriel,
Yes.
the School of the Undefeated of the East.
The
No,
Gundam
but
G-
G Gundam. Listen. G Gundam was
Henshin.
dope too. I remember G Gundam. I
Iretsu.
remember watching that.
Henpak
I will be
Look,
undefeated
East
the
is
East,
burning red.
West, North, and South. I will be Grand Master Asia.
All right, I think we're running out of sanity. So I think we should call it a night.
I don't think we ever had Sanity. Did we ever have it?
Sanity is overrated.
Possibly right.
No. Hey, what you guys thinking about Arkham Knights so far?
I'm thinking that it should be out already so I can play it.
Yeah, same here.
I'm not getting.
Alright.
I'm probably not getting a next gen console for another 6 months. So I'll have
PC,
to
get it
wait.
for a PC.
Right, get it on PC.
Yeah.
What's wrong
My
with
PC's
you?
a
What's
crap,
wrong with
man.
you?
I gotta wait.
Aw.
I'm gonna get a PC as soon as I get a PC.
It's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be phenomenal, man. If
Alright.
it's
I think
Oh,
we've
well.
spotted all our final thoughts already. Good night,
my
everybody.
final thought is Transformers: Age of Extinction is gonna be awesome. That's my final thought.
Agreed. That's going to be good. If anything, for the action scenes.
Yeah,
And for all,
but it
finally
turns out
killing
that's not
people.
Galvatron, Hacks.
Optimus Prime murdered an Autobot by cutting out his throat in Transformers 2.
Oh,
I
that's
saw
because
that.
he had to. But
We
now
talked.
he's,
Wait,
now
hey,
he's, oh, this is Prime. Is like, fuck this. I don't care anymore.
So
he
he's a real
said, "Show
Prime.
me your face." He cut off his head, dude.
Plus Dinobots.
I mean, that was awesome. Optimus Prime is the G. He's the fucking man. Especially in the films, he's the fucking man.
I know. I think we should talk about this next podcast. But
Wait,
no, I don't think that's really
listen,
Galvatron
but listen,
either.
that's not Galvatron though. That's not Galvatron in the in
It's
Age of
not the
Extinction.
Galvatron that we know.
Nor is the sweeps gonna be in there neither, man. You said that, yeah, you said that they are.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did, because remember I was saying, yo, on the chat box, I was like, yo,
That wasn't me.
If that's Gal,
That
yes,
was
I was
someone
talking to you.
else.
I was
That
talking
wasn't
to
me.
you.
That wasn't me.
I'm gonna look up the
I wasn't.
the log.
I haven't talked about Transformers in quite
Yes,
some
you
time.
talked to it about with me.
No,
You
it
talked about
wasn't
the
me.
trailer when it came out
That wasn't me.
on the chat box.
No.
You know what's gonna be good?
Unless you
Captain
erased your
America,
log.
Winter Soldier.
I'ma look at
Dude,
the
that
log.
wasn't me. You
Can
But
I
it
have
looks-
dinner now
But it
or
looks
what?
dope though. Whatever
Yeah,
I'm seeing,
me
it
too.
looks dope.
I'm gonna go eat. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Bye, guys.
Right.
I go make a sucker.
Best movie ever.
無限大に繊細に扱う詩人奥深く突き進む結ぶしきしむ錆びついた知恵の歯車転がし途中下車言葉体内の感じ取る行方が生命の印教え震え妄想現実空想非現実ノンフィクション心の痛み海岸のテロボット足踏み外し船虫 星の餌食たちき白い髪も水に濡れ幾もにじむ沈む日暮れる海の水が鏡になり俺偉大に包む自陣死の一生お前の体内に今固める地盤